Okay, so this is part 3 and the final part of why I did meth the first time. Okay, so I hear this knock, sounds like a cop knock, 3 loud, boom, boom, boom. I'm thinking I'm going to jail. You know, I think, what are the odds? The guy opens the door quickly, and there's this huge guy, all tattooed, not bad looking guy, you know, standing in the doorway. He walks in the dude's house, kind of shuts the door behind him and says, I've got your shit, but you're going to have to come to my room. So this dude that I'm trapped in this room with tells me, we've got to go to this guy's room, keep your mouth shut, don't say anything. So we go into this dude's room, which is just so happens to be 2 doors down, which is the room my friend initially knocked on. And he had a friend in there with him in the room that was staying in his room while he was gone, holding it down. So we go in dude's room, and he starts, you know, cutting out lines of his stuff. He's getting this dude's stuff ready, weighing it out and everything else. So he's cutting us out lines and everything. And I'm sitting there, you know, feel like I have to do this. So, you know, I'm sorting this line. He looks at me and he said, how long have you been doing this? And I said, today. And then I make a crooked face over there at the other guy. And he looks over at the guy and he knows something's going on. And he said, today. And he said, man, did you get her on this shit? And I looked at him, I said, I've been held hostage in this room with this guy all day, and he hasn't let me leave. He threatened my life. So this guy that come to the door was basically like my saving grace. He was like an angel. He told the dude to get to stepping, didn't give him his stuff, told him that he better, that he was going to be over there in 5 minutes, that he would advise him to get his shit and leave, you know. And so, he kept me safe. I ended up staying over there until pretty late that night. He advised me just to please don't do this again. But I'm just going to say this. I do believe that addiction is a disease, because I would have never done that on my own, but I craved it so badly after this event. I had been going through a lot of stuff during this time initially. And so it's like I just felt, even though the actual situation itself was scary and intense, I just felt everything just numb and go away, and I craved it and I couldn't stop. I made friends with this guy, and I just kept going to see him and getting it, and it just turned into a whole disaster. Within a week, I was shooting up, not because this guy, he did not help me in any way. And I never saw the guy that trapped me into the motel room ever again. And I never talked to my friend that took me over there again, because she was not a friend. That was the shittiest thing somebody could have done to me or to anyone. So I just want to say that not everybody chooses to do drugs for the first time. I'm not saying that some people don't have that choice, but I did not really have the choice. It was life or death. It was do this or die. And I strongly believe that he would have killed me had I not done it. Just because he was so tripped out of his mind. So anyway, before you judge somebody, you need to know their story. You know, not everybody has the same story, but none of us want this life. So much love, guys.